Hey guys, Mike B rolling here again. Story time, quick story. I had a video shot of what I did to my finger, and I was going to edit in the pictures and show all the gruesome, gory details. And I'm not real good at doing all that. My son was going to help me, then we got busy, and I figured, it's just easier to just shoot a quick video, another quick video, and not try to edit in all those pictures. I don't know how to do all that stuff just yet. I'm still learning though. I am getting better at editing the beginning and the end. But yeah, Friday afternoon I was loading up some big bundles of sheets, and I got a little complacent. It's Friday and you got the weekend on your mind, and you just wanted to hurry up and get this load done. And the situation I was in, I had to finish loading the sheets and then drive about 3 hours, 3 hours down the road and deliver those sheets. I had to be there by 3 p.m. So, time was of the essence. And I wanted to get down there and get them delivered. And once I delivered those sheets, I was 15 minutes from my house, done for the week. So, you're already thinking ahead, not paying attention to what you're doing, and tag me. But when you throw your chains across them sheets, this is one thing you want to watch out for. I've been doing flatbed a lot of years, and I've never done this, but, first time for everything. But I threw my chain across, and I didn't double check my chain when I went around the sheets to hook them into the J hook. I checked the chain to make sure the links aren't twisted, that they're nice and straight, and I didn't check that. I just pulled the chain tight and made sure it was in a straight line, so you're not pulling at an angle, you're pulling straight across the sheets, and put the two chains on the bundle and zapped them and went back around and tightened up the front chain, no problem. Went to the back chain. I always lay my hand on the chain on the sheets while I'm tightening them with the ratchet like this, and I can feel that chain. You feel the tension come into it, and then you feel it get like a violin string, just as taut as it can be, and that's when you're tight enough. And then you give her the old, stomp on the chain when you're done. Yep, that's tight. That ain't going nowhere. You know how the saying goes. But yeah, I had my hand laying on there, and I've had links that were slightly off, and they're a link that might be hooked on an edge, and it's not quite snapped into position. So as you're tightening, then it'll go pop. And got loose again. Oh, there we go. We're tight again. And then you finish it up. Well, that ain't what happened. I tightened that crank down. I got to the very last. Yeah, that's where I want it. And that chain went bang, and it flipped 180 degrees lightning fast, and it grabbed the tip of my finger, pinched it between the chain and the steel, and just blew the tip right off of that finger. I mean, instantly. It hurt. Oh my God. My first reaction, and this is what really damaged it, my first reaction was, yow, that hurt. Just shaking it like that hurts. I ripped my hand out from under that chain, and that was the fingernail. But I held my hand up, and I'm holding the glove, and I'm like, oh my God, that hurt, And I got to look, and I'm like, okay, I need to finish chaining this load. This is the way my mind works. Most people will be like, oh my God, I need an emergency room. Not me. I thought, okay, I got to finish this chain. So I finished it. One more strap, because I had to move my spare tire around, because I was right at the tail of the trailer. So I got my spare tire repositioned and threw the strap across that, and strapped her down, pulled the tarp, went and got my paperwork, and I asked the lady at the window, hey, do you have a first aid kit I can use? I kind of boogered my finger up a little bit, and she's like, oh, are you hurt? Are you okay? And I held my hand up. It just blood, but I'd taken the glove off at that point, and I'd taken a look at it while I was walking up to the window, and I was like, ooh, gonna feel that one in the morning. But yeah, so I go up to the window, and I'm like, yeah, I hurt my hand, and blood's just running down my arm. And she goes, you can just see the blood drain out of her face. Oh my God, are you okay? And I'm like, well, I just got the tip and the fingernail. I just need a Band-Aid or something so I can get down the road, and I'll take care of it later. She's like, oh yeah, no problem. And she comes out and opens up their medical kit, and she handed me a bunch of this bandage and that bandage and this gauze, and here, just use this bathroom here, and here, handed me a bunch of stuff. Went into the bathroom and got her all rinsed off and cleaned the blood off and everything, and that fingernail, I can show you on this one, is this finger, but it pulled the nail out from under the skin right here, and the fingernail was laying on top of the skin. The whole fingernail was like that, laying on top of the skin, but it was still attached out here on the end. Man, that hurt. Oh, it hurt so bad. But I got her all rinsed up, and I just put a bandage over it this way and then another one over it that way, and I thought, well, that'll hold it, and I can get this load done, because in my mind, I'm going to deliver this load, and then I'll go to the ER and have them take a look at it, and my first thought was, well, I'll just, this is the way I was brought up. Oh man, that's going to hurt. I better get that nail off of there right away. Just finish ripping it off. And as soon as I went to touch it, I was like, ooh, yep, nope, too late. I waited. Then we're gonna go get some pain numbing shot in that finger before we do anything. And so I got it all wrapped up, and I'm driving down the road. Like I said, it's only a 3-hour drive. I happen to look down, I'm sitting there holding my hand on the steering wheel like this, so my finger doesn't touch. And of course, every time I hit a bump, I'm lifting it up, and oh God, then next thing I know, I felt something. I looked down, there's a puddle of blood on my pants leg. I'm bleeding through the bandage and dripping all over myself. And oh crap. So what do I have? Well, I grabbed a napkin, because McDonald's and Wendy's, they always give you 50 freaking napkins. So I always got a little stockpile going over here on the floor. So I grab a napkin and I'm wrapping it up, and I'm driving down the road. 10-15 minutes goes by, and I'm kind of glancing down at it. Well, that one's full. And I pull that napkin off, throw it in the trash, grab another one, wrap it up, keep on hammering, man. We got places to go. And made it down there and delivered the load. And I found some paper towels, so I folded that over in half and then kind of wrapped it 4 or 5 times, and then just held it in place with my other 2 fingers, and then got unloaded one-handed, and got that load off and went home. That was my mistake that I'd made, was wrapping that paper towel up, because all that blood just dried and that thing glued itself to that finger. Man, don't you know it hurt when I pulled that thing off. Woo! I was cussing. But yeah, I went home and told my wife, yeah, I think this is a little beyond my repair. I may need to go to the doctor on this one. And she goes, oh my, well, let me take a look at it, And I had sent her a picture of what it looked like. She's like, oh my God, you need an ER, And I was, well, I got to finish this load, So we took the bandage off, pulled everything off, and had it wide open. Then I went and took a shower so I could kind of rinse it off and, get myself cleaned up, because I'm all sweaty and stinky and dirty, from working. So I got all cleaned up and put on some good duds there, and went into the hospital, and they got me fixed right up, man. They shot her up. Of course, it took quite a bit to get it numb. They had to cut my wedding ring off. That's my ring finger, so I lost my wedding ring. I mean, I still got it, but they had to cut that thing off, because when they started shooting that stuff in my finger, man, that thing swelled up like a big old cow. So we had to cut that ring quick because my finger was turning blue. But yeah, they tore that nail the rest of the way off, and actually the skin below the nail, it actually busted it out, kind of exploded it. So she put 2 stitches in that, and they took an x-ray, and the tip of the bone of the finger, it just snapped the tip right off the finger. So there's, she's like, well, there's nothing you can do. It's not going to reset. It's sitting in position. Just wrap it up and let it heal, So yeah, broke my finger and ripped the nail off, and basically blew the tip of it out, So we got her all wrapped up, and that happened Friday. Got it fixed Friday evening at the ER, and then here it is Sunday afternoon. Well, yesterday was Sunday afternoon. Wrap it up and go get another load, man. It takes more than a bad finger to hold me back. So I loaded last night, Sunday afternoon, and came up here to Detroit. Woke up this morning, delivered that coil. Now I'm sitting here at my second load. I'll load this load on there and head right back down towards the house. That'll probably be, as slow as we are, that may be it for the week. But hell, if they got another round, I'll do it too. Don't turn down loads in a bad economy. You make hay while the sun's shining. But yeah, just quick story, man. That's what happened. You got to watch them chains, keep them chains straight, man, because when you tighten them up, they're going to find out how to get straight. They're going to do it really quickly, and don't want your fingers around them when they do. Anyway, y'all have a good one. We'll catch you later.